So good morning and welcome to the homestead. This morning I wanted to talk to you about a little bit about a trellising fail that has not worked for us. Trellising has become extremely popular, and especially with more advanced gardeners and things, and there's nothing wrong with trellising. I use trellising in several areas of my garden, and for the most part, most of the time it does work. But there is one thing that I have grown on a trellis that just seems not to work. And if you've ever found a trick or a tip that hasn't worked for you, don't give up. Just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean that it's a wrong trip, or it just doesn't work for you. But just keep trying to find... Sorry, it's been a busy morning. It's normally not this busy, but it's been crazy this morning trying to film and with the traffic. Anyway, so if you find a tip and trick that doesn't work for you, don't give up. Find something that works. Keep trying, keep researching, keep trying to figure out what that is. So let's talk about a trellising that didn't work, but what we found does work. So the first year that we grew melons out here, I remember I was so excited. I had, 4 or 5 melons on my my vines, and I was so excited. And we got, I don't remember if we got 1 or 2. I know we got at least 1, and the chickens got the rest. So it was kind of a frustrating moment. And after that, I was seeing that people were actually trellising their melons, which is great. You know, if that works for people, I've seen even people trellising watermelons. Now, granted, you know, even when you have like some of these bigger melons, that you're going to have to do something as far as support, because if you just leave your watermelon and you got it hanging up there, it's going to fall. They're just so heavy. So you do have to do, if you do the trellising with your melons, you do have to consider, put that into consideration. And for me, to be honest, that just didn't work. We just, another thing that would happen is we were having squash bugs that would come and squash beetles. So we get melons and they would be really nice, and then these bugs would come along and kill my vines. Now this year in this main garden, I did not have any squash at all. There's not one plant of squash in here. So I did not have that problem in my main garden. Now, unfortunately, I did have cucumber beetles come, and they are now killing off kind of my muskmelon plants, but that's okay. We've harvested probably close to 30, maybe close to 40 melons off of these plants, and I think there's still a few out here, so I'm not too worried about it. So I didn't trellis this year at all. I did not trellis, but I did do something that was a little bit different, and I would say it has been a huge success. So let me turn the camera around so I can show you my decimated melon patch and my watermelons. All right, so this is my melon patch. I have watermelons up in here, and then way back here is where my muskmelons were. And you can kind of see they're kind of yellow plants back there. There's still some life to them, and we still have some melons in there. But as you can see, they took up a big area. Now, the one thing that I did differently this year is I have this woven fabric, and I had enough this year that I was actually able to grow my melons on that, and I think that helped with the bugs too. Like I did have 2 watermelons that split, and I had some bugs in those, but I think it was more because they were split. But you can see all these melons in here, all of them. There's like, I don't know, maybe 20 of them all throughout there. I did 3 different varieties of watermelon this year. I did these sugar babies. This one here where it's longer, more your traditional looking watermelon kind of. Those are a strawberry watermelon. And then I have this guy right back here. I think he is another variety, and I don't remember what variety he is. But I could tell by the coloring on them. The other variety was a lighter green, and then the strawberries were a darker green. So we've already had 3 watermelons that we picked out of here, and they have been so sweet and so delicious. We've just enjoyed it. But I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with all these watermelons. I was not expecting it to be this good. One thing that we're kind of wondering if it helped is we put cow manure on this garden before we tilled. So I don't know if that had anything to do with anything, but we have got a massive harvest. But you can see how big this area is. It's just pretty massive. I've got, let's see, right here I've got beans. They were supposed to be a bush bean, but they're not. They're a pole bean, apparently. So I've got watermelon all throughout, vines out throughout that, and they're just a tangled mess. So I just kind of abandoned those beans, so they're just kind of out there. And then I've got some right in here. I've got eggplant, and then all my peppers are along there, and then my tomatoes are in there as well. But yeah, so I can say if you are wanting to grow melons and you just haven't had any success, this is what I did. I put down, like I said, I put down this woven ground cover, and they seem to be doing fabulous. I am so happy with the results. It's been nice to be able to tell my kids, just eat whatever you want. Eat some watermelon, eat some muskmelon, just pig out. I mean, it helps with the grocery bill when the kids can just go out and slice themselves up a melon and eat that. And so it has been really awesome to be able to do. So yeah, if you've trellised these things and you've found it just doesn't work, maybe try this method. It's worth a shot. No, I don't remember how many plants are all in here. I want to say there was, maybe 9 of each or something like that. So I'm not sure. I am seeing that this one, if you can see the coloring on it, that one's probably one that a chicken actually got to. That's why it looks so funky. But I see it split. We did have a storm here this weekend. So there's a good possibility that because it rained that it caused that one to split. So it might be ripe. So I better check all these other watermelons. So let me take you in there. So if you're wondering how to tell if like a watermelon is ready to be picked or not, let me show you some tricks, and I'll show you when like a muskmelon is ready to be picked too, in case you don't know. Okay, so I have this sugar baby melon right here. Again, this is another one that the chickens have tried to get a hold of, and they weren't able to puncture it. This will be fine. Actually, it looks like it might start cracking, so maybe it's ready. So what you're going to look for is, try to do this with 2 hands while holding this melon. Let's see. Okay, so right here, oh, this one is ready. It wasn't ready the other day. You'll see these little tendrils here, right at this where it connects right here. There's a tendril on every watermelon. There's one of these tendrils. Let me see. There we go. Now that one is dried. This melon is ready. The other thing that you want to look at, try not to, is these spots here. I can't remember what color those have to be, but that one, the tendril is dry, so this bad boy is ready to be picked. So that is awesome. Let's look at another one. Like here's one. This is one of those strawberries. And this one looks like the chickens. They do get in the garden and they do know that this is food. But here, you can see this tendril right here. It's still very green. So, that watermelon is not ready. Plus, it's not very big. I've got some that are pretty massive. So, yeah. Let's see, we've got some more in here. Let's see, what about this guy? Where's the tendril? Those are leaves. That might be the tendril. This one is ready, I think. It's not very big, but that's okay. So let's get around here. Let's see, here's another strawberry. So you can see all the melons. Like I said, I probably got 20. Oh, there's another one that's split. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, well. The chickens will get some. We have plenty, so it's just kind of sad to see. Yeah, this one. Let's see. Where's the tendril? Let's see. I think this is the tendril. I think. Nope. Well, maybe it is ready. Because, right in here is, I think this is the tendril, and it's dried. So maybe, yeah, that one might be ready. That one almost looks like it's like a crossbreed, too, between the strawberries and the other one. See, there's, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is the other variety right here. And you can tell a difference in those. So let's go down here. Oh, it looks like I need to come out here and check on my ground cherries too. Let's talk about these ground cherries. Oh yeah. So these are ground cherries right here. And they come in these little papery things. And then you just open these up. Maybe. There it goes. And you have these little fruits in them. And right now, even this far away, I can smell the pineapple smell. They smell just like pineapple. And they actually kind of have a pineapple-y smell, taste to them. And it looks like I've got enough in here that I might be able to figure out how to make a pie. You can make jams with these, and they're just delicious. We've been just coming out here and eating them. They've been really, really good. So that's a ground cherry, and these plants get pretty big. It comes all the way out here, and then comes all the way over here. It's just a pretty big plant. So those are really cool. Okay, so here's my melon patch, my other melon patch. And this is a little bit easier where you can see all the damage from the cucumber beetles. But like I said, we've gotten so many melons from out here. It's really not that big a deal. So with these ones, I've got 2 of them here. This one you can see that it's green. It's still green. Now it's starting to turn. No, it's not really starting to turn. But that one is really green. This one here, that's green on the one side. But it's starting to get ripe. And my goodness, you can smell these things. Now here's one. I don't even think it's on the vine anymore. It's so ripe. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. I'm going to have to come out here and pick some. Well, the chickens got in here the other day and helped themselves to a melon. So we'll just throw that over the fence and they can finish that one off. So that's kind of nice because then I don't have to worry about it being wasted. I can just feed it to the chickens. But yeah, here's this one. That is frustrating though. Yeah, there's a cucumber beetle right there. I'm going to kill it because, yep. So I'll pick that one. It's a little bigger, so I'm just going to wait until I don't have a camera going. But that is one way that you could use some melons if you really want a very good harvest. So I hope you can learn something about this video, get a little bit of encouragement. And just remember, even though you might have a crop that fails, don't give up on that crop. You know, you might have to try a different method to find out what works for you. Because no tip or trick that works for one person is going to work for everybody. You just got to find out what works for you. And this is what's going to work for us, I think. So next year, I plan on doing the same exact thing, just giving my melons their huge, gigantic space and let them do their thing. So that's what I think I'm going to be doing from here on out. I'm not going to try the trellising thing anymore. That just didn't work for us. So why try it? There's other things that I can trellis that has worked remarkably well. Things like cucumbers and tomatoes, my pole beans, and other things. So I can still trellis and still, make areas that work better as far as keeping plants under control. But for my melons, that just didn't work. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So keep going, keep growing. Just learn what you need to do. And we'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.